Hello, welcome back to our channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to draft a loan amortization schedule using Excel. Now, for us to draft our schedule, we need a period. We are going to use a period of 5 years. Then we need the amount, the loan amount, which is 3 million. Okay. Then we need the annual interest. Annual interest rate. Okay. We can use 20%. So now, for us to draft our schedule, we need to convert the annual interest rate and the period into months. So we are going to convert this into months. So the 5 years times 12, because each year's got 12 months. So we get 60 months. And then the monthly interest rate is going to be equal to this, the annual interest rate times, divide by 12. Divide by 12. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to get our monthly payment or the monthly installment. Excel provides a function that helps us to generate this. This function is called PMT. So we are going to first reference our interest, the monthly interest, comma. Then we also reference our period in months, comma. Then we get our negative amount, the loan, comma, and then 0. Then we close our function and press enter. So I'll put this back to general and then reduce on the decimal places. Now, if we are having the monthly installment, monthly installment or payment, we can go ahead to draft now our schedule. Okay, so first we have the period or the months. Then we have our monthly payment. Then we have our interest. Then we have, this is the monthly interest. Don't want you to confuse it. Monthly interest. Then we have our accumulated interest. Then we have our principal. Accumulated principal. And then lastly, we have our closing balance. So maybe what we can do here is to add a column. Add a column for opening balance. Opening balance. Okay, so that we can make our work easy. So now, the monthly payment doesn't change. It is this that we calculated here. So it is going to go throughout the entire 6 months as you're paying off the loan. The same, it is going to be fixed. And then the monthly interest is going to be our interest rate, the monthly interest rate against the opening balance. So the accumulated interest helps us to see at the end of the 60 months how much we've paid off on interest. And then the principal payment is the actual amount you're paying to recover the loan. Then the accumulated principal is going to just show us that at the end of the 60 months we've recovered the 3 million. Okay, then at the end of the 60 months our closing balance should be or must be 0. So let's start this. In the first month, the opening balance is equal to the loan amount that you got. Then our monthly payment is equal to this that we calculated. This. We are going to fix this by pressing F4 function on your keyboard. Because this is fixed, doesn't change throughout the payment period. Then we have our monthly interest, which is equal to our rate, the monthly rate. We fix it because it doesn't change, then times the opening balance. Okay, so we have our accumulated interest, which is equal to the summation of the interest from the first month to the last month. So what we are going to do is to get the sum of this, then full colon. The same, when you press full colon, it will bring this other figure, which is D7, the same cell. So what we are going to do is to press your cursor in this and then press F4 so that this is fixed and doesn't change. So we have our principal, which is equal to the monthly payment, okay, minus the monthly interest. So we have our accumulated principal, the same way we got the accumulated interest, which is equal to the sum of this, press full colon, then you press your cursor in this first F, the first cell reference, then you fix it by pressing the F4 function on your keyboard. Then the closing balance is equal to your opening balance. Now at this point you've paid off some amount, so it is your opening balance minus the principal. Alright, so now we can go ahead and compute for the second month. We get our opening balance. The opening balance for the new month is equal to the closing balance of the previous month. Right, so now our monthly payment is the same, doesn't change, so we shall just autofill this. The monthly interest, we are going to take on the same formula, so we are going to autofill. Same applies to this and this. We are going to autofill this, and then we are also taking on the same function here. So now let's go ahead and first get to know where the 60 months end. I think they end somewhere here. These ones are 63. Okay, so now let's go ahead and autofill. So we are going to first highlight this entire row, then after we place the cursor at the end here. You place your cursor at the end and then drag. Right, so now you see our closing balance at the end of the 60 months is at 0. Our accumulated principal, this is totaling up to the same amount, which is the 3 million we got. And now the accumulated interest shows us that at the end of the 60 months we've paid interest of this amount. Okay, so now you can know how much you're going to pay after the 60 months, or after the 5 years. You're going to pay off a loan of 3 million and then the interest of this amount. So thank you guys. This is how you can compute for your loan, regardless of the amount, the interest. So you can use this schedule to draft your own loan amortization schedule based on the different figures you have. Thank you so much.